A woman saved her husband and ended up disabled, but on their wedding night, he kicked her out of bed. She thought her husband was just a little reserved until, on their anniversary night, she heard him in the bathroom passionately calling another woman's name. Mia naively thought time could warm his heart, but she never expected that even now he was still whispering the name of his unforgettable first love from 5 years ago. Tears rushed up instantly. Mia turned away in a panic, but Luke still noticed. The bathroom door opened and Luke hurried out. He reached out to steady Mia, but Mia shoved him away hard. "No thanks, I can manage myself." Mia limped back to the bedroom and wrapped herself in the comforter on their king-size bed. He slept on this side, Luke slept on that side. The space between them could fit 3 more people. Luke followed her in, gentle like he was calming a kid. "Did that hurt? Also, today is our anniversary. I bought you a gift, Mia." Mia glanced at the box by the bed. Just like every birthday and anniversary for 5 years, she did not even have to open it. It was another necklace. Her drawer already had 9 identical ones. Luke always used gifts and money to cover his guilt, but he never said "I love you." Mia did not sleep all night. Mia once believed time would fade Luke's obsession with Lily. Now she finally understood. She was just a tool for him to repay a debt. At dawn, Mia heard Luke tell Mrs. Zhang, "I have a business dinner tonight. Tell my wife not to wait up for me." When Luke came into the bedroom to check on Mia, she was under the covers. Her tears had soaked the pillow until it was damp. In the past, when Luke went to work, Mia always picked out his outfit in advance. But today she did not move. She did not want to do any of it anymore. After Luke left, she sat up. Her eyes were so swollen she could barely open them. Her phone alarm rang. It was her daily English study time like clockwork. For 5 years, her leg injury kept her stuck at home, so she had to break time into pieces and use studying to fill those long nights waiting for Luke to come home. But last night, the way he kept saying Lily's name snapped Mia awake. All that waiting had always been pointless. Mia opened her social app. A notification jumped out at her. A video from an account named Lily. Over loud music, someone shouted, "Welcome back, Lily!" That voice was Luke's. In the video, his eyes were shining. He raised his glass and laughed, but the Luke Mia knew looked like a completely different person. And Lily's caption stung even more. "Nothing is as real as love from your school days." Mia gripped her phone and suddenly wanted to see this so-called dinner Luke mentioned. She got a ride to the restaurant, gave the host Luke's phone number and the server, led her to the private room. The laughter inside made Mia's ears ache. She saw Ben exaggerating her limp as he walked. "Ah, Luke, have some water! Ah, Luke, give me a hug!" Lily's laughter mixed in. "Luca, does your wife really walk like that?" The next second, Mia shoved the door open. Everyone froze. Luke stood and walked over. His tone was casual. "They are just joking. Do not take it to heart," Ben muttered, sorry. But Lily leaned in. "If you are mad, blame me. I set this up because I am back. How about you eat with us? I will toast you and make it up to you." Mia looked at her fake sweet act and gave a cold laugh. "I do not drink alcohol, and I definitely do not drink booze that tastes like tea." Lily immediately looked at Luke. "Luke, is she insulting me?" Luke's face darkened. "Mia, Lily means well. Why do you have to be so nasty?" In that moment, Mia finally understood. Luke was never confused about right and wrong. He was just biased. His heart was with Lily. So even Mia's hurt got labeled as cruelty. Mia turned and walked out. Her legs shook even harder with anger. Behind her, Luke's voice suddenly rang out. "She is really mature. I will calm her down later. Let us keep going." Mia did not go home. She went to the hotel she had booked. It was close to the IELTS test center. She had an exam early tomorrow. The moment she shut the door, Mia finally broke down. She collapsed on the bed and sobbed. She opened the photo album she had locked for 5 years. Inside were videos of her dancing at the conservatory. Back then, Mia had light in her eyes, and she was holding her grad school admission letter. But now Mia could not even walk without enduring people's stares. She cried until she was empty, washed her face, and told the mirror, "Mia, crying once is enough. Tomorrow, focus on your test." The next day, the exam went smoothly. The speaking examiner smiled the whole time. Listening and reading also flowed easily. When Mia walked out of the test center, Luke suddenly stood on the sidewalk and blocked her. "Mia, why did you not come home?" He grabbed Mia's arm. His voice was urgent. Mia noticed the IELTS booklet sticking out of her bag and yanked her arm free. She hurriedly pulled the bag closed because she did not want Luke to know she was leaving. Luke let out a sigh. "Are you still mad?" Mia stayed quiet. Clutching her bag, she kept walking. Luke hugged her from behind. "I am sorry. I should not have raised my voice. Lily is just my friend. Do not misunderstand." He led Mia to a nearby restaurant. After they sat, he ordered everything spicy. Luke did not even know Mia could not handle spice. Mia laughed at herself and bit her lip, then said, "I am not hungry. I need to talk to you." Luke held her hand. "What is wrong?" Mia pulled her hand back and said, "Word by word, Luke. Let us get divorced." Mia lowered her head, voice shaking. But Luke acted like he did not hear. He picked up a piece of fish, removed the bones, and set it in her bowl. "Do not be stubborn. If you divorce me, how will you live on your own?" That line was like a needle, stabbing her. 5 years, and Luke still saw Mia as someone useless who could only depend on him. Mia looked up and said, for the first time in front of Luke, "With real backbone, I can do it," but Luke just smiled and put more food in her bowl. "After lunch, I will take you shopping. This afternoon, we will go see my parents. Do not bring up divorce again." But less than 10 minutes into shopping, Luke got called away by a business partner. Mia wandered aimlessly and saw Lily at the necklace counter. Lily waved Luke's extra credit card and grinned at Ben. "Back in college, Luke said he would buy me this necklace. Now I finally can get it." Mia stood there suddenly, thinking of the 10 necklaces in her drawer. So those anniversary gifts were never meant for her. They were just Luke keeping a promise to his first love. Mia was nothing more than a stand-in. Before Mia could leave, Luke walked over with his business partner. Lily instantly hooked her arm through his. "Luke, I want to buy this necklace." The tenderness in Luke's eyes practically overflowed. "Sure, I will buy it for you." The partner laughed and said, "Mr. Lane and Miss Lily really are deeply in love. A perfect match." And neither Luke nor Lily explained. Mia quietly took a photo and turned to leave. After a few steps, someone called her. It was Ms. Xu from the dance academy. She held Mia's hand and asked how she had been. Mia could not help mentioning studying abroad. Ms. Xu squeezed her hand, thrilled. "That is wonderful. We have a European tour coming up. Come with us to ease back in." As they chatted, her husband walked over. Mia realized he was Luke's business partner. The four of them sat down, and he introduced them. "This is Mr. Lane and his wife." Lily's face flushed instantly. Luke's hands even started to shake. Mia lifted her teacup and said slowly on purpose, "I have been married 5 years, and my husband is also Elaine." Luke jumped in right away. "That is my wife. She is doing great." Mia smiled and cut him off, watching him panic, and for the first time in 5 years, she felt a hint of payback. Lily panicked and deliberately knocked over her cup, cutting the conversation short. Luke shot Mia a look, mouthing, "Stop talking." Mia did not expose him. She just watched him squirm and could not help finding it satisfying. So he could be afraid too, afraid his so-called devotion would get exposed. After it ended, Luke offered to drive Mia back. In the parking garage, Lily grabbed Mia and smiled sweetly. "That misunderstanding today was for business. Do not be mad." Mia said nothing and pulled her hand free. Lily fell to the ground. Luke rushed over, his eyes burning with anger. Lily got up and stopped him. "It is not Mia's fault. I just slipped." The next second, Luke bent down and gently blew on the scrape on Lily's wrist. Mia watched and gave a bitter laugh. "Right. I just lost the use of a leg, and she only scratched her wrist." "Ethan." Luke's hands jerked back. Pain flashed in his eyes. Mia turned and left. She had swallowed too much for 5 years. Starting today, it was over. Back home, Mia opened a resale app, contacted a luxury buyer, and sold every necklace. Looking at the transfer notification, Mia exhaled. The money Luke had given her over the years, plus what she got for the necklaces, was enough for her to live overseas. When Luke came home, Mia was still looking up visa requirements. When Luke asked what she was doing, Mia hurriedly closed the laptop. He crouched down to look at her. His tone was helpless. "Lily and I are just friends. What happened at the mall was an accident." Mia did not understand, staring at him. How could he keep someone in his heart and still act concerned for her? "Are you not tired? Just divorce me. It will be easier for everyone." Luke just sprang up and went into the bathroom. Mia lay in bed listening to the water run. Her heart felt flat and calm. For 5 years, Mia kept trying to lighten his load, running the house for him, even if she felt like a burden. But only now did she understand. Luke never wanted understanding or care. He wanted a polished partner who could stand beside him with clients. Since he would not divorce, Mia was not going to keep begging. With that energy, she would rather focus on visa paperwork and mapping out her future. The next morning, Luke sat on the edge of Mia's bed and smirked. "Still not up to pick my outfit. Mrs. Lane is slacking off." Mia rolled over to avoid him. "Pick it yourself, I am still tired." Luke softened his tone. "Tonight I will come home early. We have guests for dinner. Do not embarrass me." Hearing that, Mia's stomach sank. In 5 years of marriage, Luke had never brought guests home. But Mia did not ask. She only wanted him gone. After Luke left, Mia kept organizing her visa materials and had a courier deliver them to Ms. Xu that evening. While scrolling her phone, she got another post from Lily on her feed. It was Luke's back in the photo, and the caption was cutting. "After all the storms, you are still by my side. Thank you for staying, my prince." Mia remembered the only time after marriage she and Luke went to the grocery store. She tried to create a homey vibe and pulled him along, but they ran into someone he knew. Luke's first move was to step away from Mia. He smiled and told his acquaintance he was just browsing alone. Later, Mia lost her balance and fell with the cart. A little kid helped her up in the end. Luke only turned back after Mia had gathered everything, slow and indifferent. When noisy voices came from outside, Mia finally realized. The guests Luke mentioned were Lily and her friends. Lily's excited voice cut through the living room. "Luke, this is exactly the style we talked about back then. You really decorated it like this." Mia clenched her phone so hard her fingers turned white. So this home never had a place for her, starting from the renovation. Mia shoved the door open and saw Lily holding a limited edition plush toy. When she saw Mia, she waved it with a smile. "Hey, sis-in-law, can you give this to me?" But her other hand quietly edged closer to Luke. Mia stared at the toy. Her voice was calm, but every word was clear. "You can have it. This house and him. You can have them too." Luke's face changed instantly. He reached for Mia, but she turned and dodged. Lily, flustered, put the toy back and turned to leave. Luke stopped her right away. Ben and the others stayed behind him, all glaring at Mia. Ben even stepped forward, his fists clenched tight. Lily clung to Luke, mumbling that she did not blame Mia, while secretly watching Mia's reaction. Luke patted Lily and looked back at Mia, irritated. "Look at Lily. She is so considerate. Can you not say less and stop causing trouble?" Mia only let out a cold laugh, looking at Lily, catching that flicker of smugness at the corner of her mouth. Then she spoke slowly. "She is considerate? Fine. Then agree to our divorce already." Luke's face turned dark red. He grabbed her wrist. Lily quickly held Luke's arm. "Luke, do not be mad. I will leave, okay? Do not let her misunderstand." That only made Luke angrier. He snapped, "Do not go," and marched out with the whole group. The front door slammed so hard it shook. Mia stood there staring at a house full of things marked with Lily's fingerprints, then swept her arm across the coffee table. The floor lamp toppled over. Glass shattered everywhere. Mrs. Zhang rushed over to help Mia, but Mia pushed her away. She walked to the shelf with the toys, and with one swing of her arm, everything hit the rug. Right then, Mia got an email alert for her IELTS score. Her fingers shook as she opened it. When the overall band score of 7.0 popped up, she collapsed onto the bed, and her tears finally fell. All those unseen efforts over 5 years finally got an answer. Mia changed clothes. At dinner with Ms. Xu, she did not mention the mess at home. She only listened to the tour plans. Then Ms. Xu took Mia to the theater. Familiar music started. Mia instinctively moved with it. That muscle memory was carved into her bones. Even after 5 years, it woke right back up. At the end, the male lead walked toward her holding flowers. His handoff was graceful, His eyes held a familiar warmth. Ms. Ju nudged Mia from behind. Mia snapped back. As she took the bouquet, he accidentally brushed her hand. He bowed to Mia, then turned and walked back to the stage slowly. On the way home, Mrs. Shu told Mia, the man was Mia's underclassman, Jason Chen. Years ago, Mia had even helped him in a performance, but Mia did not really remember. After she got home, she put the flowers in a vase, took a photo, and posted it with the caption, "Tonight belongs to my passion and my love." Then she showered and went to sleep. In the middle of the night, there was banging at the front door. Mia jolted awake. Luke stumbled into the bedroom, reeking of alcohol. Without showering, he collapsed onto the bed. The smell spread instantly. Mia frowned and got up to sleep in the guest room. When she reached the door, Luke grabbed her wrist. His fingers were icy. His boozy breath hit her ear as he yanked her back. "Where are you going? Stop it!" Mia struggled to pull away, but his grip only tightened. His other arm wrapped around her waist. "I know you love me." He buried his face in her neck, his voice thick and slurred. "I will never let you down as long as I live."